It's another School Fortnight recap. This is School Fortnight recap 6, part 4 of 4. Thursday, 30th of April 2015. Double music. It was all good. Had a chat first with Sir because of what happened yesterday on thing. Like, what happened? What happened yesterday? Like, because of what happened yesterday and what's going on, like, with all the practical. Then I had Timba, the usual. Still working on our freaking portfolio, and says like we need to finish this seriously. Like, he's actually serious. Yeah, sport was good, but I'm not gonna talk about it. That's all I'm gonna say. Actually, no, sport wasn't like it was good, but not in a physical sense. It was like we had to watch a movie because of wet weather. It was very soaky because of fucking Dano made it rain. And then it was Friday, the 1st of May, 2015. Firstly arrived in homeroom and got our names marked off for the people going to the UWS excursion. Thomas R was looking at me suspiciously until he realized it was me, and he was like laughing with Ratu M when I was walking up to the veranda outside of the Rawson Centre entrance, lined up with the top 50 students of Year 10 at the veranda at the Rawson Centre near the office while it was raining. Well, most students, because a few students like didn't join because they didn't want to go to the excursion, so they were there were people who were actually replacements. So like if someone decides not to go, there's actually replacements. So like it goes down from below top 50, goes 50, because it's 200 students, so it's pretty much like I think 10, like I'd say 3 to 10 people, 3 to 9 people were replacements. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know how to be exact, but like it's very small, not that much of a great detail. Anyways, we dropped outside of the university even though it was raining and just calmly walked like a normal day, following the uni student with Aaron, Aldo, Maverick, Shabel A, and Antonio S, while I was a few meters behind them, while the rest of my classmates were all behind me, including all the teachers, especially our year coordinator. When we arrived, we had to find our name tags that were in different colors. Some of my peers didn't have a name tag printed, so they were written by a spare colored paper from the uni students. We came in and had to find our group in which the color of our name tag correlates with, and eventually all the students were in their groups. When all of us came in, they introduced themselves, showed a presentation on 3 websites, and then did a group activity. Our first, I have bad pronunciation. I failed English so badly. Our first task was to come up with a name for the groups that we were in. The name tags. You had to correlate with the name, like the name tag, not the name, the color of the name tag. Anyways, the blue team was first, and they changed it into Hello in the Blues, obviously, because he's the leader. Followed by the team I was in, yellow. That Christian B presented with everyone, and our name was the Mighty Yellow Ducks. That, and then George H came up with what do I call it? Yeah, Christian B and George H came up with his name. It was really original. Then it was the green teams, which was introduced by Patrick N, and their group's name was Shrek. And finally, it was the red team. Turns out to be spoken by Joseph K, calling it the Bald Eagles. With all due respect, in my opinion, our group name was an original name. It was discussed by Christian B and George H. And ducks can fly, swim, and walk. After that, we did factors surrounding choices of careers. That was continued by group activity that was done individually, which was to write down 3 subjects that we were good in, like A, B's, the subjects that we love. Then below, we had to write down careers that could be chosen from us from the bullseye chart that started from level 1 to level 4. I can't believe I'm aiming at a level 4, which is really high because all my older brothers' careers were all in level 4 section, which looked hard, man. I cannot believe it. But furthermore, in recess, or aka morning tea, we were given the choices from Smith's chips, muesli bars, and a fruit juice from the table outside the room. Most students went inside at 10:40 a.m., but some students went to the other side of the university and were disappointed at them because they were late. and we didn't get the points for the team, like Shabel A, Aldo, Aaron, Maverick, Ryan, and so on. After that, we were separated into two groups, the Mighty Yellow Ducks and Hello in the Blues. This sounds so stupid, but joined for the next activity. We were guided around the UWS college, like the parking lot, sports field, college dorms, library, computer labs, cafe, and even classrooms for lectures that hold up to 93 students, like 3 classes in one. Then we had to wait like 5 to 15 minutes for the other group. I mean, my bad. Our class was ahead, and then when we reached the institute, this building, I forgot what it's called. It was something called Institute. We had to wait 5 to 15 minutes for the other group, the Bald Eagles and Shrek. When they came out, Patrick E, George H, and Christian B were like, "Yeah, that's right, get out of here." And Joe K was like, "Oh my gosh, that guy is so dreamy." When he was leaving with his group, we came in, sat on the floor in a dark room with motion sensing cameras with lasers. And that person that Joe was talking about, a uni student showing us how motion tracking cameras and how it's applied in movies, games, or any other computer generating images or motion. The cameras were worth 12K each, but there were 20 of them, making it 240,000 worth. That's like nearly as expensive as a house, man. Nearly. We all came back and waited for 5 minutes till lunch had arrived, which was Subway that were cut into small pieces. There was ham, tuna, chicken, and the veggie section. Yeah, obviously the most people fucking ate the fucking meat section because nobody likes the veggies. Obviously, I'm not saying that I'm not saying it's a good thing, but it's just fact. You know, statistics show that. Yeah, and then I was just chilling with Arn and Antonio C, that is, while I was eating my chicken wrap, that is, and then I had to follow it by the second one, which was the ham wrap, and then the third wrap. It was with the veggie one. I think can't remember what else, but I don't want to include it. Some of us asked questions to the uni students. Then the final activity in terms of points was to research, and we had to present in terms of a given subject. We all we all presented. It was all good, you know. It was all good. Except like our group was like last, and oh my gosh, we were so unorganized that at one point, like, wait, we're not finished, and then I had to improvise because like our sector was safety and security. Oh my gosh, man! Like, oh my gosh, best improvisation of my life. Yeah, throughout my life. And then we had to do evaluations after that, overall comments and opinions of what was of the whole experience of the uni expo. And then we left as Joseph K thanked everyone who was a uni student or teacher in the room in behalf of the Holy Spirit College of Lickenbutt. Finally, we arrived to school. Sir just like made us go to the college hall, and he's like, "We have to wait for the bell to ring." That's when I say sir, I meant the year coordinator. All I did was playing tips with. I was playing tips with Nahum, both Antonio S and C, and then Carmen, and then Grace, and then me. There was 7. I love this. I love this game. Tips, it's the best. Like seriously, it was in the hall. It was so open. Oh my gosh, you don't understand. I had to roll. I had to jump. Sometimes I was dancing for some reason. I don't know why. I was in the mood. That was it. I hope you liked it.